Welcome to Tech Corner. My name is John. Today we're going to talk about the return on investment of a JobControl Vision system for your Speedy. First thing it gives you is a faster overall production time. So it is possible to align jobs, printed jobs, to the laser manually using crop marks and using the red dot on the system. The problem with this is that it takes a long time and is very error prone. So without the Vision system, we would use old school crop marks and use the red dot pointer to try to line up the paper with the system. So we put it in the machine as straight as we can. We'll bring the red dot out. And we're going to try to line it up with the crop mark and see if I have it straight. In this case, I see I'm a little bit off, so I have to try to straighten it up. And then go back to the other side, see if I'm still straight. And this can take a bit of back and forth fine tuning. And then we have to line it up to the top corner there. So that's the process without the Vision system. We have to go through this process of lining it up like this with every single sheet in the job. With Vision, if we put the part back in the same spot, the camera finds the first dot and reads everything automatically. So if you're manually putting pieces in that are 12 by 24 in the machine and you're using the red dot to line them up, it'll take between 30 to 60 seconds to align each piece accurately. If we consider a job that's 120 sheets, you're going to be taking 30 to 60 seconds each. You're looking at 1 to 2 hours of wasted time doing nothing but alignment. If we consider the shop rate of $100 per hour, you're losing $100 to $200 right there just in alignment alone. The second major benefit of the Vision system is virtually eliminating the scrap rate. No matter how careful the operator is when orienting these pieces using the red dot, you're probably going to still have a scrap rate of almost up to 5%. So for the sake of this argument, if we look at a 24 by 12 inch piece of 3mm Tro glass, that's roughly $15. Plus if you print on it, the ink is roughly $1, and then the printing time would be 10 to 15 minutes. So if we consider all of those things, our overall cost for the raw material piece before we even start cutting is roughly $25. And if you're on a 120 sheet job, if you're scrapping 5% of that, you're looking at 6 pieces being scrapped or $150. The last and most important benefit of the system is that it's able to compensate for any print growth or any print shrinkage, which is normal on any printing process. Any printer will typically print slightly short or slightly long compared to actual, and no matter how careful your operator is as far as lining up with the alignment with the red dot, there's no compensation for that whatsoever unless you have a Vision system in the machine. Without compensating for that stretch or that shrinkage, you won't be able to get perfect results, and so you won't have the same perceived value as pieces that were cut with a Vision alignment system. So with the Vision system, you have a higher perceived value and you're able to sell the parts at a higher price. So earlier we talked about the potential loss of up to $200 of machine time due to the amount of time required for manual alignment. And we also talked about the potential scrap rate of up to $150 over the course of this job based on the scrap rate from doing the alignment manually. This $350 you can save by using the Vision system. So over a matter of 18 jobs, the system's fully paid for, and anything beyond that is pure profit. The Trotec JobControl Vision system is the only one available for a laser that has nonlinear deformation compensation. What this means is if you print on a piece of self-adhesive material and you apply it to a rigid substrate, it will be stretched a little bit more in some places than others. So it might stretch a very small amount in one spot, whereas if you're stretching it out in another area, it might stretch a little bit more when it's put onto the final solid substrate. What this means is if you don't have that nonlinear deformation compensation, you're going to still have some issues with the cutting lining up with the printed graphics. What this does is if it actually reads the dots, and it will actually change the way that it's compensating depending on how much stretch it sees throughout the job in a nonlinear way. I hope this video shows the potential savings and additional profit that can be gained by having the JobControl Vision system for doing digital die cutting with the laser system. The JobControl Vision system can be retrofitted onto a Speedy 300, 360, 400, or any of the larger models as well. Thanks for watching this episode of Tech Corner. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section below, and please remember to subscribe to our channel.